Good morning, Mom. I am Elkay Miguel Ferdis from BED 1C. I will discuss the chapter 2, which is the topic of science, technology, and society, and the human condition. So I choose to discuss the lesson 3, the good life. Many philosophers have attempted unlocking the old philosophical question, like what is the good life? How should one live well, and what does it take to live fruitfully? In this discussion, those questions will be answered as we understand all about achieving the good life, what every individual strives throughout his life or her life. What is meant by a good life? According to Wittescode 2018, there are three ways by which we can understand what is meant by a good life or living well. Those are the moral life, life of pleasure, and fulfilled life. So, what is the good life, or the virus meaning of living well? This is one of the oldest philosophical questions. It has been posed in different ways. How should one live? What does it mean to live well? But those are really just the same question. After all, everyone wants to live well, and no one wants the bad life. But the question is, as simple as it sounds, philosophers specialize in unpacking hidden complexities, and the concept of the good life is one of those that needs quite and bit of unpacking. For what do phrases like the good life or living well mean? They can be understood in at least three ways. The first one is the moral life. One basic way in which we use the word good, it is to express moral approval. So when we say that someone is living well or that they have lived a good life, we may simplify mean that they are a good person, someone who is courageous, honest, trustworthy, kind, selfless, generous, helpful, loyal, and so on. And they don't spend all their time merely pursuing their own pleasure. They devote a certain amount of time to activities that benefits others, perhaps through their engagement with family and friends, or through their work, or through various voluntary activities. This moral conception of the good life has had plenty of champions. Socrates and Plato both gave absolute priority to being a virtuous person overall, others supposedly good. They such of pleasure, wealth, or power. And the second one is the life of pleasure. The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus was one of the first to declare bluntly that what makes life worth living is that we can experience pleasure. So when we say pleasure, it is enjoyable, it is fun, it is well, pleasant, that view that pleasure is the good. Or to put it another way, that pleasure is what makes life worth living, is known as hedonism. Now, the word hedonist, when applied to a person, has a slight negative connotation. It suggests that they are devoted to what some have called the lower pleasures, such as sex, food, drink, sensual indulgence, and the general. And the last one is the fulfilled life. If Socrates emphasized virtue and Epicurus emphasized pleasure, another great Greek thinker, Aristotle, viewed that good life in a more comprehensive way. According to Aristotle, we all want to be happy. We value many things because they are a means to other things. For instance, we value money because it enables us to buy things we want. We value leisure because it gives us time to pursue our interest. But happiness is something we value not as a means to some other end, but for its own sake. It has interest value rather than an instrumental value. So for Aristotle, the good life is the happy life. But what does that mean? Today, many people automatically think of happiness is In subjectivist term to them, a person is happy if they are enjoying a positive state of mind, and their life is happy if this is true for them most of the time. There is a problem with this way of thinking about happiness. In this way, to imagine a powerful sadist who spends much of his time gratifying cruel desire. The good moral would mean to lead us to the good and happy life. Throughout history, man has persistently struggled in order to attain human flourishing and has given birth to different schools or two which aim for a good and happy life. So, what is the ultimate goal of a good life? Aristotle was the originator of the concept eudaimonia from diamond through nature. He deemed happiness to be a vulgar idea, stressing that not all desires are worth pursuing, as even though some of them may yield pleasures, they would not produce wellness. Aristotle taught that true happiness is found by leading a virtuous life and doing what is worth doing. He argued that realizing human potential is the ultimate human goal. And what is the role of technology in achieving good life? So according to Verga 2006 in his essay about how technology could contribute to a sustainable world, technology will support and enhance a good life for all citizens without compromising the Earth's ecosystem or the prospect later generation. As taught 2006 stated, a good life requires essentially basic human needs are met and its aspiration for freedom, belonging, and self-realization are fulfilled as much as possible. Vergrat also noted that technological innovation in the context of the good life and how it can be supported or threatened depending on the way technological innovation are influenced and started by human decisions and institutions. Technology, however, allow us to tamper time and space. Social media, as an example, has been very effective in doing this. Communication has been a lot of easier for many people from different parts of the world, which is true. Technology is the most easier to communicate us to our family, friends, love, or so on. They can talk and see each other in real time and send message instantly without waiting for a letter email to arrive. Technology allow us to fulfill with our sexuality by injecting hormones in order to alter the biochemical in our body. So, according to Aristotle, happiness depends on ourselves, which is true. We are the one who make our happiness. We are the one who make a decision to make ourselves happy. That's all. I hope you learned something to my discussion. Thank you and God bless.